Today we are going to replace the stick of the Joycon with an electric screwdriver. These ones are the newer version. They have a different back than the old one. Here's a old back for comparison. It's a little simpler looking. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We'll see how how I do it with recording. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do it like this. Not sure how well that's gonna go, but you have to make sure for these back ones you use the tri-wing bit or it's not gonna work. And these guys, they come out pretty easily. I don't think I didn't do it quite enough. But it's much easier than having to do it by hand. Is there not a screw in here? Oh, there is. There's just something blocking it. There we go. So, the main thing you gotta worry about on these, let's put these in here. I like this screwdriver because it's magnetic. You gotta kinda pull up on the edge ever so carefully. And pull it from here carefully because there are two ribbon cables right here. And once you get down to there, just pull the battery up. It's gonna be adhesive down. I've taken some of these apart before. And wow, it looks like this stick is different than the other one that already was in the other controller. So it looks like they've changed it a couple times. So now I'm in here. I'm gonna have to change to a Phillips. And it looks like this inside. You do not want to do this one or this one. Only this one and this one. And then once those are out, there is also another one down here. Hopefully you can see that okay. Now, this is a magnet, so the screw might stick to the rumble down here. One thing you have to be careful, I didn't remember when I was opening my other one earlier, is there is another ribbon cable connected to this piece that is where the battery sits. So you gotta ever so carefully pull that out because there's this ribbon cable that's very tiny and you do not want to rip that. Now, inside here, you're gonna have to pull this up and take this ribbon cable off, and don't forget to put it in well. And then, because there's a screw under this, so that's done. And then you're gonna have to pull this one up, and that is gonna be the actual Joycon joystick. And watch out for the ribbon cable. And then that is that. Gotta pull this out. And I don't know where that screw went. I have extras though, so I'm not too worried about it. There it is, okay. Okay, now that's out, that's done. We're gonna take the new one. And let's take a look at this. This one's even more different. And then this is the back of the new one. Sorry, my lighting is pretty terrible. You're gonna have to just put it in. Make sure to move the ribbon cable out of the way. Put this under the other ribbon cables. And just kind of push it through. And then once that's done, we can screw it back in. Well, actually, before I do that, let's put the ribbon cable in. Now that I'm thinking about it. And okay, so I must have been in here before because I do see there's a piece of foam I added. The conductive foam fixes the signal for disconnect issues. This is honestly the hardest part, getting the stinking ribbon cable to go in to the slot. And you can use, you guys can't really see anything, can you? You can use like tweezers to kind of get it in, but okay, I think I got it. Got it in, I think. Hopefully it's in good. Oh, and I'm totally crushing this other ribbon cable. Cool. These ribbon cables are, I don't know how people break them. They're sturdier than you would think, but I would be more worried about the other connectors than anything else. Let's see. Get this screw put in. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's the other screw. That is like my biggest nightmare, is just losing these stupid screws. I have extras that they sent with the sticks, but it's kind of a hassle. And then make sure this ribbon cable, that's the trigger and the plus or minus button, is plugged in well. I had to take mine apart, the first one that I did earlier today. Probably gonna have to use tweezers. Hopefully that's in good enough. I think all the other ribbon cables are in. So we're just gonna put this like this, and then, oh, first you need to make sure this guy, I'm just blocking the whole video over here. Make sure this guy is in here before you put the battery and screw it in. Some people take the battery out completely. I've never felt that I needed to do that. Okay, we're gonna put this in here to test out. Let's see. Turn the switch back on. Okay. Come on. Cool. And then you're gonna wanna check the stick as well as the actual buttons. I'm more worried about the buttons than the stick. But the stick is not working. Actually, none of it's working. Oh, it's not connected. There we go. That seems to all be working. So now that that is done, we can take the battery and move it and screw everything back in. This is probably the worst video ever, but what are you gonna do? And don't forget the third screw at the bottom for inside of here. And now that that's done, just pop the battery. Now this is the most important part. You want to make sure the ribbon cables fold down. Dang it. I don't know, it's hard to see. So you got the ribbon cables in there. Make sure that they fold back the way that they were. And make sure this little other pieces goes behind the plastic when you push it down. And then it just snaps back in. Everything should be good. Now we got to switch our bit again to the tri-wing. And this part's pretty easy. Just pop it in. I think I'm just gonna put these all in. Probably should have moved it there to begin with. These screws are tiny. There it goes. Of course, I knew that was gonna happen. It wouldn't be a good video if I didn't drop at least one screw. I really like this because it's got a light. Let's see. If I can find my screw. Don't think I will. That's totally fine, I got extras. But that's pretty much it. It's not bad. It's not... the biggest thing you gotta worry about is the ribbon cables. As long as you're careful, then you're not gonna break them. It's not that bad. I definitely recommend having some tweezers for the ribbon cables. You can do the whole thing, of course, without the electric screwdriver. But I think that the electric screwdriver is helpful. And this was the Wow Stick electric screwdriver, not a sponsor. I think I paid like 50 bucks and it has like every bit known to man in these little cases. So, pretty cool. The new one uses USB-C, the one I have has micro. Recommend probably getting the mini, I think is what it's called, the Wow Stick Mini. But, yep, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this terrible video of me fixing my Joy-Con. Have a good day.